When we're planning for the future, cities are key because our population is becoming increasingly urbanized, many more people moving into urban centers that are growing very rapidly. And we also have the ability to make choices and affect change much more quickly than larger entities like a state or an entire country. So we can affect our water, our air, our infrastructure, our governance system, our energy sources. We can even alter our local microclimate to prepare for increasing risk of heat waves by reducing the urban heat island effect, by having reflective or green roofs, by tree planting and things like that.
Right. And you know, in the Midwest, it's not always as politically possible to have all these conversations with certain leaders. I guess, do you think there's room for the relationships between municipal leaders and those higher up the bill? I mean, to make an impact, I guess?
I certainly hope so. So climate change has become one of, if not the most politically polarized topics in the United States over the past decade. Today, the number one predictor of whether we simply agree that climate is changing and humans are responsible is not how much science we know or how educated we are or how smart we are. It's just where we fall in the political spectrum. But why do we care about a changing climate? We care about it because it affects us in the places where we live. So when we're talking about building resilience, when we're talking about decreasing our vulnerability, when we're talking about developing clean energy, which is already happening in many places around the world, including the Midwest and China, these conversations can happen without having to polarize them politically, without having to talk about a changing climate. We can talk about how our variability is increasing, our flood risk is going up, our summers are getting hotter. We have to prepare for those changes. And then we can also talk about how to make ourselves more resilient, to make ourselves more prepared, to be adaptive, and to decrease our vulnerability. These are conversations that we can have and we need to be having in individual cities, across the state, and the region and beyond.